we at the beginning of the end of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? I have my suspicions that we actually are. I'm going to go through some of that today. This is a little bit of my own tea/gossip piece of it. A lot of this is going to be infused with my opinion. So I'm going to give you trigger warning for those Meghan and Harry fans. The name of this series, because this is going to have to span through not only this particular video, but a few videos because there's a lot to unpack. The name of this series is called Black Widow's Web. Chaos and confusion is this pair's two main ingredients to any situation that they are in. If you watched the Netflix docuseries and that you saw that part where Meghan Markle says, "We're like salt and pepper." Well, it looks like she's gone on a low sodium diet lately because she's been cooking without her salt. And I use salt first as Prince Harry because you say salt and pepper, not pepper and salt. But yes, you can say pepper and salt. Harry was the star of the show, but I don't think he ever thought that there would ever be a spinoff. From the very beginning, I think that Meghan has been thinking about that spinoff and maybe not necessarily hoping that it would happen, but always knowing that a spinoff is available if this show doesn't make it. There's a lot to Meghan Markle that a lot of people don't realize. If you don't royal watch, you wouldn't know. Then you won't really understand why there's so much outrage. Let's delve into that. So go grab your tea. I have mine. You know, I've got a really cool tea, and I keep getting a lot of people that want to know my recipe for my tea, and my recipe for my tea is going to be available at the end of this series. So go get your tea for now. I've got mine, and I'll see you back here in a sec. Hello everyone and welcome to Royalty Time. My name is Carla and I am a royal watcher. I really appreciate you joining me today. Thank you so very much. And if you enjoy tea, gossip, jewelry, then I think you found your channel. So make sure you hit like, comment, and subscribe when you're here and hit the notification bell so whenever I drop a new video, you will know. I do appreciate you. We got a lot to talk about today because I said we're going to break this into a series. The name of this series is called Black Widow's Web. And let me tell you why. Female black widow spiders are known for sexual cannibalism. So after the act of mating and such, the black widow will then typically eat her male victim. And that's what they do. So do I really need to explain why I've named my series that? And I will be filming this kind of like a Pulp Fiction style, meaning it will not be in chronological order. So it will be today, the beginning of the end, and the next one I think we're going to jump to the master plan. But at the end of all of this, it'll all tie together in Black Widow's Web. So first things first, who is Meghan Markle? Do we really know who she is? From the very, very beginning, there were no details about this woman's past. You can barely find anything now. It's like she scrubbed it so squeaky clean. I mean, not a shred of anything. Where are her friends? Who does she grow up with? Where are they now? Who has any type of dirt? Even if it's she had a pimple on her forehead when she was taking her class picture in high school. There's no one around. Either she scrubbed her past, meaning she's paid everybody off to go away, or she did not really deal with people to that level where she had relationships where they no longer exist to her today. And the likelihood that people are not saying anything on her behalf because out of respect, I mean, come on. You have people that came out against Prince Harry, like the girl that, the older woman situation that was in the book. And, you know, even Harry has a past with his status and money and family influence and power, wasn't able to make something like that go away. And there are other things that came out, like the whole Nazi scandal and all the other scandals that he's been embroiled in. So Harry can't even make these things go away. So the fact that this woman has no one that comes out of nowhere means that she had no relationships with anyone close enough for them to say that they were her friend. And how interesting is that? To look at how she was able to completely cut herself away from her own family, her father. Let's say that she never had a relationship with her sister or half sister and her half brother. I get that. But how do you completely cut your dad out for whatever reason? She has no relatives that she speaks with on her mother's side. So Doria's that only person that she interacts with. And then she made her way into the royal family. And Harry even at one point said to the papers that, oh, the royal family is the family she never had. So she gets into the royal family. And you mean to tell me that every aide, every family member, every last one of them wronged her? Everyone? Everyone. So between the royal family, let's just say it was the royal family. So it's the royal family and the media, every last one of them. Okay, let's just say that is the case. So now she's over in America. And now people over here that don't believe her, at some point her family has even come out right before the coronation with their side of the story. At some point, even if you are a Harry and Meghan supporter, which I used to be, you have to start asking yourself these real questions if you're realistic with yourself. Why doesn't this woman have any people that are beside her, that are championing for her, that are her cheerleader, that she doesn't pay? Because yes, she had them in the Netflix docuseries, but every last person that spoke was someone that was on her payroll. Let's take it back to Harry's book tour. When the book was supposed to be released on January 10th, the plan was for him to go around a few days prior to do a few interviews with a few places, and then the book was going to be released on January 10th, the pre-sales that they had done. Then the book got leaked over in Spain. People were taking this book, translating it into English and posting it all over the whole entire world. So he was dealing with that. But yet he still had to go do these interviews elsewhere. No one knew that book was going to be as insane as it was, especially with him talking about the Elizabeth Arden cream that he would use, and it reminded him of his mom, and he put it on his tie jar. I mean, he honestly was just, the fact that her husband wrote that and she allowed him to do so, either she didn't read that herself or she was sabotaging him, because who the hell would let their husband write that kind of detail in a memoir book if you have someone's best interest at heart? I would never let anybody write that, let alone my husband. She knew what she was doing, and she was nowhere to be found when he was taking all the hits from it, as he should have been. But she was nowhere to be found. She was also nowhere to be found for King Charles III coronation. Now, would that be a weird thing if she just wanted to leave the UK because she was experiencing what she experienced with the media and family members within the royal family? So they fled and came over to the United States. I get it. You didn't want to go back there. I get that too. But Harry has to go. I get that. But you fought for those titles for your kids. You said in the very beginning that titles didn't matter, when actuality they do matter, because you consistently use yours, and then you fought for your kids, but you didn't bother to go to the coronation because of your son's 4th birthday. That's because she did not want to go over there and be booed, because it would hurt her brand. She didn't care about Harry, she didn't care about the kids, she didn't care about anybody but her own image, and she was all thinking of self. How selfish is that? I mean, you hear people trying to support that and say, well, you know, she didn't want to go to people. No, you don't. But, you know, you got your kids' titles from this family. You fought for that. And you're not going to go to the coronation? I would have been there in the hottest outfit smoking. I would have been, you know what? If they had said no tiara, I would have did exactly what Princess Catherine did and wore that amazing headpiece. And in that garb, what she was wearing, it was insane. Meghan could have put her American flair into that, because Kate looked very beautiful. Don't get me, I think she was stunning. However, Meghan could have gone over there with her American sleek style and just be the baddest chick in the room, showing tradition. This is how you do it, okay? That's what she could have done. But no, she stayed back behind. And we don't even know what she did. Oh, she went hiking, right? I do know that. They did have a private birthday party. I think all of 6 people showed up. That was so much more important. Meghan is selfish. So thank you very much for being in my creative world of, I love soap operas, and this is very much like one. Unfortunately, it is talking about the real lives of people, but it is really happening. And honestly, I believe that's exactly what Meghan Markle is going for. She doesn't even care what kind of attention she gets at this point. And Harry, he's going to need a sanctuary when this is all said and done. That's where you send something that is not capable of living out in the wild on its own. It's going to not survive because it's not accustomed to that lifestyle anymore. He is not accustomed to living in this world. He's from a very structured environment that protected him, kept him. Now he's out having to provide, be a man, make decisions, pay taxes. And you know what? If he was in his 100% mental capacity, he should be completely overwhelmed. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So until the next time, thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining me. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and all of that good stuff. I will see you next time. Thank you. Please click like and subscribe.